Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me. What's up?
So this right here, guys, this is Rocker Joe.
What's going on, rockers and
You guys
rockettes? You're
might
the
know who
vocalist right
this
here.
is, just from me hosting him a couple of times. He's been in the chat a lot. Then we've just been kind of vibing, and I figured, with the
Yep.
last time we're doing like that, the podcast with Gas, I want to do one with Rocker Joe. We already have a question from Hockey Hero. Wants to know if that's your real hair.
Bro, of course it's my rear haul. Of course it's my rear hair. Okay? I put a lot of product in this hair to keep it look this good. Okay?
It's good looking. I wish I could have that hair, dude. I don't know. I would run my hair or hands through my hair the entire time, dude. It's so good. Wish I could do it. I wear hats. I'll never have that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, you guys. So this is Rocco Joe. I just wanted to like put maybe a face to the name for some of you, and then those who have stuck around. I mean, yeah, this is him. This is it. This is the legend, the man, the myth, the Rocker
The
Joe.
lead vocalist. Lead vocalist.
The lead. So what is that? Like I saw that on your like logo, the lead vocalist.
Well,
so take me through that.
The lead vocalist that came into mind because I've actually I started singing at a very young age. So I was because I was a singer in school, and it just went from there.
Dude, I was in a high school band called
Nice.
Fight or Flight. I also was a lead singer. So that's why like part of your stream that drew to me right away was just the music thing.
Yeah.
As you can see, I went completely like fan Nirvana hat to like this Wildlife is a band that I
Yeah,
love.
I like it, man.
And can you see my Cobain poster in the back? Like I hung that up. I had to like I was like I'm
Yeah.
having Rocket Joe on it, and I have to like bring out like all the rock elements.
Yeah, I've seen the Kurt Cobain poster. I'm like, dude, yo, this guy's my man.
Yeah, I had to. But dude, so I mean, I just want to get a little rough understanding of like who you are, because obviously like we've vibed a little bit here. I've seen some of your streams, but I haven't really gotten like the wait, this stream smells like Teen Spirit still, dog. That was beautiful.
Yeah, we met through we met through Instagram. We met.
That's true. We were, and I think I was just kind of like scrolling through.
It was
like,
just scroll. Yeah, saw my video.
I was like, this guy, dude, and I was like, all right, I like the hair, I like the vibe. I was like, I'm gonna check him out, and it
That's
turns
what I
out
like.
pretty cool.
And just
All
went
right,
from there, man.
Is it considered cannibalism if you eat your own guts?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's
No.
cannibalism.
I
Isn't there a
mean,
word for that?
yeah, it's called protein.
Okay, this is good. Don't ask me why I know this or how I know this, but I'm pretty sure there's a word for it. Like when
Dev,
I think
Lift.
it's
If you guys have any questions for
butterflies, when
Sam,
they, like, come out
let
of
me
the
know.
cocoon, and they eat like the shell. There's a word for that. I would consider it's the same thing, right? Because you're eating like your own body.
Very masculine. I like it. I would.
I think. Yeah, I think. I don't know how we were starting that. We didn't even get through the introduction. We're talking about cannibalism. Like I knew this was gonna be.
Dang it, man! Now I'm hungry.
All right, so let's just start from some basic.
We're just talking about streaming
dude.
in general, like
So,
the Q&A session,
I mean,
Dev.
Rocker Joe. I mean, where I kind of got the idea now where like you kind of got the name right.
Yeah.
The music vibe.
Yep.
You play music. You sing.
There's still more. There's a little bit more backstory to the name, but we'll get to that later on.
Okay. Let's just kick it off with that then. I mean, like, what is the backstory of Rocker Joe?
The backstory of Rock. How do I?
I want to know like how you like got the name, and then like how you found Twitch, and like how you kind of like decided to start streaming, and just sort of like the prelude before you hit like go live for your first time. You know what I mean? Like how did you come up with everything?
Well, it all started back in 2007. Back in 2007, I took my very first trip down to Orlando, Florida. So me and my family went to Disney World, and we went to, at the time it was MGM Studios, and the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster, the gift shop. I saw this head. I saw this piece of hair, and you know what? It went from there. I had it for 3 years, and then I started doing YouTube in 2011. I put up my very first Rock Band video in 2011 with the wig. It just went from there.
When you said Rock Band, are you talking about like the actual game or like
the actual
you
game
in your band? Okay.
The actual game. Now, Rock Band is what put my name. Rock Band and Guitar Hero is what put my name on the map. Raven, what's up, dude?
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a little flex right now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna flex a little.
All right.
It's not Rock Band, but Guitar Hero. I could beat Through the Fire and Flames on the hardest difficulty on Guitar Hero.
Okay.
Ask anyone in my neighborhood growing up.
Guitar Hero 3, right?
It might have been Guitar. I don't know which one it was on, but
it was Guitar Hero.
I had the guitar. I had the shred. I knew how to fit, like, the finger tapping. I knew how to do it.
Nice.
And nobody believed me. And everyone always thought I was cheating. They're like, "Oh, you can't fail mode." And I was like, "You know what?
You couldn't put no fail mode. You couldn't put no fail mode back in those days. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them."
I said, "You guys set it up. I'll plug it in, and we'll just go with it." And they were just like, "Oh my god." Yeah. It was Guitar Hero 3. We're confirming.
Yep.
We're confirming it was Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember playing. Yeah, because I played the very first Guitar Hero when it first came out in 2001, and I just went from there. I just played and played until to this day. I mean, Guitar Hero and Rock Band made my YouTube channel, and I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped since. I now have a huge emulator on my computer called Clone Hero, which I'm able to play every single Rock Band and Guitar Hero ever made, and custom charts. So it just went. I mean, come on. It's awesome, dude.
I love seeing KG23 for Life's comment. Imagine if you never saw that wig. Let's go there. Let's just because he brought that up. What would happen if you never found that wig? What would you be doing? Where would you be right now if you never found streaming?
I would probably just push out the same boring content that you see on YouTube anyway, because before my very first video I put up, I was not even in character. It was an old video. I pointed the camera at the TV and it just went from there. So I didn't start, because I started uploading in 2009, and then 2 years later, that's when the whole thing came about, and yeah. So if I didn't have the wig, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. That's just the bottom line.
It's deep. I'm working corners, like KG said. I'm working the corners. if I never found Twitch, if I never found streaming, I'd be out in the corners. I would be 3 arrest records already on my record, and I would just be.
Listen, if I have to work in the corners and make a living, prostitution, screw it. I don't care.
So all right, so we're at Twitch now. You found your calling. Mm-hmm. You're here. So like, what are you streaming? Like, what do you do? Like, what are you streaming? I mean, if it's not Guitar Hero 3, I know I've seen you do wrestling, but what else are you doing on stream?
Yes, I am doing different types of different types of streams from basically games that I feel I want to play. So currently now I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, which is a fantastic game. We just got done. We're playing Final Fantasy X as well, as you know. Final Fantasy X is one of my all-time favorite games that I've ever played. And when I'm not doing variety streams, I'm obviously doing the wrestling streams. Believe it or not, the wrestling streams are the biggest, are single-handedly the biggest thing that happens on my channel is the wrestling streams. People love them.
Can I ask you a big question? It's kind of a loaded question, but it is kind of.
Sure, man. I mean,
who is your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler?
I know. It's loaded.
KG's gonna have my ass for this. Let's see. Well, my favorite wrestler all time growing up is by far my all-time favorite wrestler growing up is definitely Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
Bret the Hitman Hart was one of my favorites. Raven just said Ultimate Warrior. Nice.
Personally, it's Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Of course.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't go wrong with.
People are like, oh.
You can't go wrong with Hollywood. You can't. Y2J. Yeah, that's a good one. American Dream. Yeah.
It was. I mean, it switched, right? I was like so excited to see certain matches. I love Sting. I like the Hardy Boys. I was in that NWO Wolfpack. I was into it. Like,
dude.
I had the belt growing up, dude. Like, I had the belts. I have one older brother and one younger brher. And we used to build rings out of pillows and blankets, and we were just like,
me and KG used to do the same.
DDP.
Me and KG, me and KG used to do the same thing when we were growing up because we grew up together and we grew up on wrestling. That's what we used to do all the time, like make up these makeshift belts, make up these makeshift belts and just pretend we would destroy. Yeah, we would destroy my brother because my brother was always the easy target.
You got to pile drive. You got to do the Undertaker.
Yeah. Yep.
Just have to. Oh my god. See, that
Tramp.
warms my heart. It
Oh,
warms my heart, like knowing somebody came from exactly
dude,
like where
man.
I was like going. I
Like,
did that.
like,
Trampoline matches, yeah.
yeah, like, dude, you can't, dude. The trampoline matches were amazing to watch in like the old days of YouTube. They were so much fun.
Dude,
Beat the
that
shit out of
warms
each
my
other in the
heart.
rings.
All right. So let's move past just like being on camera for now. So
Yeah.
I want to know, what are you doing off stream? Like you're not you shut the stream off, or before you even start. Like, what are you doing outside? I mean, do you work? Do you sleep all day like I do? Do you just do absolutely nothing, but
Well,
feed yourself until you like hate your life and you're just like, I'm getting a quarantine belly and it's not going away? Like, what are you
I
doing?
mean, quarantine belly, bro. Look at me. Are you kidding? Yo.
You're in shape, man. Like, I don't want to. I can't. When I get up off my chair, I can't turn left. I have to I have to stay
Oh, come
facing
on.
and like crab walk off stream. Oh, it's bad. I'm getting man.
Well, well. Back to your question. I off stream. I work full time. I'm a produce manager at a grocery store. I've been working since the whole quarantine has started. So no quarantine days for me. I've been at it since. I've been working since 2011. Yeah, I've been working since 2011. Yep, retail.
I haven't been anywhere other than like a grocery store
Mm-hmm.
back. So like, I can only imagine how. I mean, man, every time I go to the grocery store, we have to have a mask on, and I hate
Yep.
wearing them.
Same
I
here.
get why,
It's
but like,
mandatory now.
man, working there, you have like, I'm assuming you do like an 8 hour, sometimes 10 hour shifts, and you have to constantly
Yep.
wear that thing.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. It's
Oh my
it's
God, man.
it's awful. Sometimes it's okay because I actually have a specialized mask that has filters and stuff, just to help with my glasses because it's originally my cycling mask. So it actually helps. It actually helps out a little bit. Get through the days. When I'm doing all the heavy lifting. Working produce, man. It's a hard labor job. I mean, you would not think of it, but behind the scenes, it's a lot of hard work.
I can only imagine. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was sitting there, like I said, I go to the grocery store. I'm just like complaining about like how I have to wear it for like the 10 minutes I'm in there, just to like have it known that you have to do it for like 8 hours. Just I
Yeah.
don't know. And I bring it up because before we started, I was like, you know what, Rocco Joe, you inspired me today. You inspired me because I ended up going to
Yo, you're
I
gonna
went
make
to
me
a
cry.
guitar center. You made me go to a guitar center, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be on with the Rocker Joe. And I'm like, I want to go to a guitar center. I don't know why. You got me in my mood. You got me in my rocker stage. I mean, look what I'm wearing. I'm like, I'm feeling like a million bucks.
That's
You know what I
awesome,
mean?
man.
I'm like,
That's awesome.
so we had there. I looked at some like cabs and stuff like that. I'm looking for an amp and a cab right now, and
Nice.
like a tube amp. I'm just like, trying to look at different price points because they can be pretty high, man. Like I even go on like Marketplace and it's still like $800 for the set.
Yeah, dude.
And
Especially
it's
for
tough.
especially for like just like the low budget amps. Like they
Right.
they put the electronics so high now. Like the pricing is so high now for electronics. It's insane.
You can't just get like, if you get like too old, too used, you're worried about it breaking down and replacing it in a year. But you
Yeah.
want to get nice set, the orange set. Like I wanted to get the orange cab and crate, but it's just it's $1,200, $1,500 used. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, to get it brand new is like $3,000. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't. I'm like, I'm out of my element. I know I can't do it,
Yeah. Yep.
but I couldn't do it. But you inspired me, and I wanted to let you know that.
That means a lot, dude. That really does. I mean, we've only known each other for a month, but that means a lot, man. It really does. And you've inspired me too. I mean, you've inspired me too, dude. I mean, your content is awesome. Just your Instagram in general. Yeah, take that in, okay?
I'm warm. So let's move. I want to move to the music. We're like on that topic of like the music. I we kind of created an itinerary about like just like in general about like the music itself, just because I felt appropriate. Your stream, your theme.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know, and probably a question that everybody always has this. What is your top 5? You can either do musician, bands, just of all time. I mean, it's a loaded question because it changes. I know for me, whatever mood I'm either crying listening to Simple Plan back in middle school, or I'm just like rocking out to whatever new metal that just came. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a perfect one. Just give me your top 5 now.
Top 5 right now. Iron Maiden's easily number 1 for me. Iron Maiden. Judas Priest, number 2. The Ramones is number 3. I would say Megadeth is number 4, and then number 5 is obviously Metallica.
Okay. I like that. That's like you're like a real rock. Like you're like the authentic rocker.
Yeah.
You know, you have like you have the Judas Priest in there. You have like Iron Maiden. Like those are like the pinnacle of rock musicians, and I love that. I do not consider myself tried and true like that. Like bled. I love everything that you just listed, but like for whatever reason, I don't want to pretend to be like someone I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, dude. Like I listen to these music, and you're like, give me an album. And like. I don't front. I'm not the guy that's
especially with especially when people wear the shirts and like, who's that? Like, it's just a shirt.
No limitations. Appreciate the music.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. I grew up on it. My parents loved it, and I learned a lot from their stuff. But I kind of found my own genre, and it's more of like the emo, like emo man. Like I say,
like Bullets for My Valentine, My Chemical Romance, all that stuff.
Yeah. I like Bullets for My Valentine. I was listening to a lot of like Pierce the Veil, This Wild Life. I have this like weird like middle school, high school when I was there like rock and roll type. I went to a Bullet for My Valentine concert. Actually, it was the first time I lost a shirt in a mosh. No lie, I lost a shirt. So I left the concert without a shirt because I didn't have enough money in high school to buy a new shirt leaving because they're like $40 out the door, you know?
Yeah.
So I literally had no shirt.
Yeah.
So, and I'm in high school, man. I'm like looking around, like, holding my nipples, like, should I? But yeah, I mean, and I think I've always fallen back on like that style. So like Pierce the Veil. I loved Taking Back Sunday. I was into like yelling. Basically, if you want like my top 5, it's like the Warped Tour.
Nice.
Like,
okay, so Blink and all them.
Yes, I love Blink 182. I was into like the pop punk stage, but then pop punk artists hate when you call them pop punk, so I don't really know. Like,
specifically, Linkin Park. They did not like the fact they were called pop punk. Chester did not like that.
I'm so happy you said that. And in my head, I was like, man, I gotta find a way to bring Linkin Park up. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna like finesse it into the conversation.
Yeah.
But I think that at one point, it took me a little bit while, hence the Nirvana hat. But like Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell, I think Soundgarden, right? Chris Cornell,
Soundgarden and Audioslave, yeah.
So I took those artists and I'm like, that voice, like. If I had to give me like, and this is gonna lead into the next one, but it was just like one song that turned me on to like that alternative metal, like rock kind of scene, I guess you'd say. It was it kind of YouTube video. I wasn't quite into Nirvana. I knew who they were because It Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like, I heard that one time.
That's go-to.
I get it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, I know Nirvana. I'm not into them. But then I was like, I don't know what it was, like super late at night scrolling through YouTube, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, Nirvana song. Okay.
Yeah.
MTV Unplugged. It was an MTV Unplugged.
Okay.
And he was singing My Girl. And I was like, oh my God, this dude, like chills. I honestly got like chills. And I was like, when's the last time I actually got chills from listening to a song? Nonetheless, a live version of a song.
Yeah.
The entire MTV Unplugged song. And I was like, or set. And I was just like, I think I might actually like this band, but not the overplayed stuff. So deep tracks only kind of thing. But it was like, okay, I had to go back and visit, and I absolutely loved it. I was like hooked. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I'd say the Nirvana's up there. As you can tell, I literally just talk and go from like I'm crying in my room to like Simple Plan and Good Charlotte to like we're talking about Nirvana to like Audioslave, and I'm just like, okay, all over the place. The answer to my own question is literally just the Warped Tour. I loved it. I grew up on it. I went to almost every one I could when I was 16 from then on until the last one. I actually went to the last one and felt super old there, but didn't care. Loved when I was 16.
Yeah, Nirvana. I mean, I liked listening to Nirvana, but I was more on the Alice in Chains realm than Nirvana. But listen, I love Nirvana. I do love their music. I love Kurt Cobain, but Alice in Chains does something that a lot of grunge bands really miss out on. Like they changed they changed their sound over the period of years, especially when they lost their lead, especially when they lost their lead singer years back, and they had the backup guitars take the lead. Dude, it's great. I mean, I love Alice in Chains stuff. Like it's so good. And Kurt Cobain's a legend. Chris Cornell is one of my all-time favorites. Soundgarden is Rusty Cage and Road Rash '95, bro. Whew, love that song.
Dude, it's so good. I was like, I don't know, and it took me a while to like appreciate that. Like I said, I was kind of more of like out of like the time that it was on, and then I had to like go back, and I do that a lot.
Yeah,
I know of bands and I know of artists. I'm like, I don't know. I'm still listening to the shit that I always listen to in my playlist.
Yeah.
Something happens where I'm like, I'm bored. I'll listen to it, or someone will be like, dude, you gotta literally listen to this song. And I listen to it and I go, oh shit, why did I miss? I can't concert anymore because like that's so good. I'm like, I'm an idiot for not getting involved earlier. But someone asked, if we
Arctic
know
Monkeys, right?
Monkeys are. Yeah,
I know the Arctic Monkeys. I'm not really familiar with their work. I mean, I know they're a newer band, right? They came out in like the early 2000s. Like a rock and punk sound.
Yeah, I don't know. I know them only because like I think I've seen like one music video, and it was like back when MTV actually played music videos.
Prime, thank you so much for the host, pal.
I think you know what I mean. Like they were actually playing like it. I think I knew them when Fall Out Boy released the song "Sugar We're Going Down." The only reason I know that is because I was gaming while I had my like boxed big giant TV playing MTV in the background, and I always knew that like, Fall Out Boy would always come on in a loop at like times. And I think Arctic Monkeys was one of those bands, and I was like, I really like that name because it was like Arctic Monkey. Yeah, it's cool.
2002 they came out. Okay. Yeah, I to be completely honest, I only knew about them through Rock Band.
That's how I knew them. Maybe I'm just like lying my ass off. Maybe I knew them from Rock Band. I don't know.
Yeah, because they came out in Rock Band. I think they hit the chart. I think they hit the disc in Rock Band 4, I believe. KG also asked. This is just out of the ordinary. This is just out of the ordinary. He just said, what movie taste?
Movie taste. Okay. Man. So we watch a ton of Disney Plus. Asa and
I believe it, or your girlfriend will kill you.
And the reason we do it is because at the end of the night we're literally just chilling. We're trying to go to bed. We don't want to pay attention to the movie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But most of the time, comedies. Like it really is anything that's a comedy. It's kind of funny. It's kind of good.
It really is official, Raven.
It doesn't have to be like the funniest movie we've ever seen, but it's just light. We don't really pay attention to the storyline. They're all the same, right?
Yeah.
Rom-com guys with the wrong girl, wrong guy, and whatever. We're on our phones half the time, anyways. But something that's like funny, yeah.
So like, what's typically your to go to Disney movie?
Ooh,
since you brought
mine is Monsters Inc. And I like Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. Love that movie, dude. I'm obsessed with that. I will watch it every single night if I can. Don't know why. It's just good. I like it. But I don't watch horror movies. I don't. I don't.
Oh man.
I'm not into the horror gore scene. I'm not. I'll listen to Gwar. I like Gwar, and I like the heavy metal, like scene like that. After the Burial, August Burns Red. They do like a lot of like blood theatric stuff. I'm in that. I'm into that. I don't know why. I don't watch horror movies. Yeah. I actually do get scared. I'll admit it, but I don't know, for whatever reason. I still am convinced that if the lights are all turned off in the house and you go downstairs, you're going to be like murdered or a ghost is going to get even like things like that, paranormal activity shit. I'm all for it. I believe it.
Like Ghost Adventures and all that?
Yes, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to mess with it. So I did a Ouija board once in high school, and I swear I'm cursed since then. So
oh, dude!
I'm trying to call it back. I'm trying to recall it back. I don't need to do anything else to piss off, like, the demons or anything like that. I don't need anything more on my shoulders. I want good karma.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Well, since you brought up your... Yeah. Well, my favorite Disney movie is The Emperor's New Groove. That's my shit, dude. Good. That's my shit. David Spade, John Goodman. You can't go wrong with that pairing, dude. It's such a hilarious movie. Anytime I watch it, that's the only and Mulan. Mulan I could go for as well. I love Mulan.
Okay, good soundtrack. Don't lie. I like that. What is it? Oh, let's get
Let's
down
get.
to
Yep.
business.
Yep.
Yes, that song. I listen to that sometimes. I burnt that on a CD, I'll lie.
Dude, hey, I have it on my playlist on Spotify. You have nothing to worry about. Like, and as for other movies, horror movies are my. I love Aliens, Predator, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Um, Action movies are usually my go-to, especially like the early '80s action movies with Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, I'm mostly like an action guy. Yeah, you would show your dog on stream.
I man. He's trying to talk.
Dude, she's beautiful, man. Beautiful German Shepherd.
Thank you. Asa just brought her in here. She wanted some cam time.
Tell her I said hi, tell your girlfriend I said hi.
She says hello back.
That's a beautiful, beautiful dog, man. Treat her well, man. Treat her well.
Hell yeah. So moving on from the movie scene now. One sec here. So yeah, moving on from the movie scene then. Or not movie scene. Yeah, going back to music. So
Yeah.
we kind of are talking about top 5 like bands of all time, and I posed a question to you before.
Current bands.
I want to bring it now. I want to know your current bands, like who do you want to see live? Like COVID obviously has taken everything away for concert wise, and I miss it. I want to get sweaty. I want to get in a mosh. I want to dance. I want to listen to music. Who do you want to see? Give me it. Disturbed. Now that's like it's like ooh, wow. That's Disturbed. Down with the sickness. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, down with this. Yeah, I was muted. My chat had to let me know. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, down. Yep, Disturbed. I saw them for first time live last year. Killswitch Engaged. Love Killswitch Engaged.
You can help every once in a while in my mix. I'm with them. I understand.
Killswitch Engaged. Sabatune. Sabatune is a big one for me. Nightwish is a big one for me. I would love to see Nightwish live, especially in the European tours. Nightwish is amazing. If you don't know who Nightwish is, please look them up. You'll never hear one of the greatest female voices you'll ever hear in your entire life. Your entire life. The lead singer for Nightwish is Floor Jansen. Look her up. She's amazing. Number 5. I would say Number 5. I would have to go power metal. I would have to go Irish Celtic metal for me. Elevalte. Elevalte is number 5 for me.
Okay, I thought you said Paramore, and I was like,
no.
Wow, what like?
No. If I said Paramore, my chat would troll me.
Paramore, I was like, okay, Haley Williams. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I was in the pop punk scene. I know exactly.
Oh yeah, Brothers in Metal list. Okay, yeah, I would love to see Brothers in Metal. Yeah, Paramore. I mean, Haley. Listen, I don't get me wrong. I love it. Haley Williams. She has a great voice. I just it's not my thing.
I respect that. I respect that. So who I want to see, in my top 5. Okay, so
I'm curious to know.
My last concert that I've been to was Kiss.
Oh.
And I would love to go see Kiss again. I would love to see them again. And
yeah.
Just, like, I don't know what it was. I wasn't a big Kiss fan before. I was kind of like one of those again bands where I'm like, I know who they are. Obviously, I mean they're everywhere. How do you not know who Kiss is? Mm-hmm. But I wasn't really like I'm not gonna listen to their music. Maybe I saw it on Rock Band or Guitar Hero or whatever. I was like I know them. I'm not
yeah.
But then Asa is like in love with Kiss. She loves Kiss. She loves everything about it. She knows everything about it. She knows like their set list from beginning to end. She knows like. She was even going off about how she's like, then here's this song. Listen. They always start out with this song, and they started off with it. She goes, and now this song, they do this dance. They do this dance. This song, here comes the entire concert. And I was like, okay, you know. So that was really cool. Like I got into it from her, and I was like, oh dang, I kind of am a Kiss fan.
I'm guessing her favorite's Gene Simmons.
She loves Gene. I knew that. She does. So I came to
Red, what's up,
appreciate
buddy?
Kiss a little bit more. So I really do want to go see a Kiss concert
Dude,
again. So that'd be
I
one.
mean, I think hopefully they're not. I mean, then again, they keep saying that they're done, but they always come back. So who knows?
They were supposed to play a show in Wisconsin.
Their farewell tour was supposed to be this year.
Farewell tour or whatever it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. I'm glad that I can at least say I've gone and saw them. You know what I mean? It was one of those bands where I'd be like, but now that I listen to them and I know them, I'm like, oh thank God.
Nice,
I
Dead
finally went to one. I'm
Slipknot.
so happy
Yeah.
I did it. Slipknot, dude.
Yeah, man,
appreciate
Slipknot. I love
was-
Slipknot.
Really into Slipknot. Oh my God. Was it Closer? Was that the song?
Close.
Man, I want to draw a blank because I haven't listened to them. But there was a song like falling away from you. Falling Away? Is
Yes.
that the
Yes.
song? Yeah.
Yep. That's
the
it.
song I
Yep.
was thinking of.
Yep.
That song I had on every single CD I burnt.
Yes.
When like I was into every single. Okay, that's a good song. Anyways,
Their late.
I mean,
Their newest album that came out, it's amazing because one of their songs, "All Out Life," is used for NXT. So good.
oh, I did not listen to the new stuff. I'm gonna have to go back and play. See, this is what I appreciate. I appreciate the conversation and music because it
man.
brought me back to like.
I got
did you
you.
know these guys- did you know what's
you.
going on? I'm like, I don't. I thought I did. I don't. So I've been listening to like a lot of bands like if you guys know who Emarosa is.
Yep. Emarosa. Yep. I actually have them on my playlist.
I like Emarosa. I like Johnny Craig, even though like he just has such bad PR. I do like Johnny Craig. I like.
God damn it, Taco!
I like pretty much that style of music.
Yeah.
So some of those artists that come back through, I really like to see them. And it's like even though they don't have Johnny as their frontman, Slaves is another good band that I was like, really
dude. Oh my God, that's dude. Yo, I haven't heard that name in forever. Yo, respect.
You know, and so like those are some of the bands that I'm into now, and I think I've always
Taco,
been
thank you
into
so much
them.
for that gift, sub, pal.
Again,
Really
they kind of
appreciate it.
Branch off a little bit, like Pierce the Veil, Miss May I, Memphis Mayfire, bands like that.
Mhm.
It's kind of been like that little mix that I've been listening to, and so I've been itching to listen to a lot of that.
Dude, yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
I think that's what I'd say, like top 5 at least to who I want to see live.
That's a great top 5. That's a great top 5.
So, all right, now that we've kind of branched into like the top 5s, we've talked about you know who we want to see and stuff like that. Can we create a superstar band? Now, mine, I did have a superstar band that I used to listen to. It was called Isles and Glaciers. They had every single good like artist in it. It had like Kellen Quinn, had Johnny Craig, it had Craig Owens from Chiodos in it. It was amazing band, and I was like, those are 3 that I would just throw back in there. Like those 3 are amazing, and I would add Kellen Quinn from Pierce the Veil, and then I would be very interested to see what is his name? I'm gonna draw a blank. I'll think of it later. But those are the 4 that I can put in. If I'm missing one more, I can't remember his name. But yeah, 4 out of the 5. But who do you have? Let's just throw Gene Simmons in there. Let's do that. That's my 5th.
All right. Well, for me, it's easy. I mean, before we even said this, you already know one, obviously.
I called it out in our Discord before we started live,
Yep.
and I so awesome. I was like, I know, but you have to. He's so good.
Well, obviously, the lead singer is the legendary. You know, if it wasn't for him, metal would not be what it is today. Ronnie James Dio. Ronnie James Dio is obviously the singer I would pick for my super band. Guitarist, Dimebag Darrell of Pantera. Dimebag Darrell is one of the greatest.
Nice.
One of the greatest guitarists of the early 2000s. Pantera's music was just so fucking hard. Like you do not hear that type of sound anywhere else when it comes to metal. Dimebag all the way. Bassist, Lemmy Kilmister. Rest in peace, Lemmy Kilmister. Motorhead. Listen, I will have Lemmy do backup vocals to Ronnie James Dio any day. Any day.
I didn't know the name, but I know Motorhead. When you said that, I was like, okay, I'm with you now.
And then, last but not least, drummer-wise, he recently my first pick was Vinnie Paul, who was the drummer of Pantera. He was my first pick. But now, since he recently passed away, Neil Peart from Rush.
I said that. I was like in my chat. It's gonna be Neil Peart. It's gonna be
Neil Peart from Rush, dude.
I knew it. I was like, yeah, Neil Peart. So, all right.
That's my magic band right there. That's my all-star band.
You go from Neil Peart. How does Neil Peart and Travis Barker line up against each other? I've heard the debate before, and that's only because I Link or Blink-182 fan. What is your opinion on the two drummers?
Travis,
is it two different styles.
They're two different.
Compare, or is there actual like legitimate skill level?
It's very. Travis Barker has a much more aggressive. Travis Barker has a much more aggressive drumming style than Neil Peart. Because you gotta think, Neil Peart has a whole 360 kit around him. When it comes to aesthetics and when it comes to absolute skill, Neil Peart has the skill. I'm not taking anything away from Travis Barker. Travis Barker is great what he does, but when it comes to downright absolute skill, because the experience that Neil Peart has, I mean, Travis Barker even went on an interview and said if it wasn't for Neil Peart, he would not be who he is today.
Oh yeah, I mean, influential for sure. I mean,
one of the most, I mean, Neil Peart. I mean, come on, Neil Peart influenced Keith Moon, who was the drummer for The Who. So, what does that tell you right there?
But and that's like, it was hard for me as a kid to understand that. As a kid, I was always like, "No, Travis Barker, like 100%." Yeah, you're old. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I was like, I ate those words so fast because I was like, oh my god, like I was a kid, I was so dumb. So much respect for Neil Peart, like just so much respect.
I miss him, man. I miss him. I miss seeing more Rush stuff. I mean, Geddy Lee is, I don't know what Geddy Lee's thinking. It's just rough. It's rough without him.
Have you heard of Dream Theater?
Yes, Dream Theater. Yeah. Yep, Dream Theater. Yeah, Dream Theater, Pull Me Under, and Metropolis Part 1, The Miracle of the Sleeper. Two of my favorite songs. Pull Me Under was actually on Guitar Hero. It was on Guitar Hero, what was it? I think it was Guitar Hero World Tour. Guitar Hero World Tour was on.
Okay.
And then
still talking about the drummer. I've not heard.
The drummer is that drummer for Dream Theater is incredible. Oh
my gosh, I gotta get caught up. There's a couple. So I have Wish. I wrote it down. Something Wish. Nightwish. Is that what it was?
Yes, Nightwish. Yeah.
Nightwish. And I got Dream Theater now. I gotta throw in my mix.
Nightwish. The two songs I want you to listen to for Nightwish is Ghost Love Score. Look up the live version 2013 for Ghost Love Score of Nightwish, and then Greatest Show on Earth. It's 25 minutes long, but it's a masterpiece. You would enjoy it.
I can throw it on some mix. I can throw it in my headphones, man, and vibe. 25 minutes isn't scaring me. I know people are like 25. How do you listen to a song that's that long? I'm like, have you ever listened to an album?
I mean, then again, Rush had the record for so long when it came to 2112 was the longest recorded song in history. So
I don't know why people don't listen to full albums. I don't know.
Nah, they don't.
If you appreciate music, you're okay with like starting to finishing an album. But so many people today are like, I don't listen to full albums.
DMX, get the fuck out of here, Dev.
I don't know.
DMX, fuck out of here. It's crazy, like because a full album, I can listen to a full album of Iron Maiden easily.
Nice. So, all right, we're gonna transition a little bit from the music talk, and I want to get back to you, man. Yeah. I want to get back to just. I guess we're gonna talk music with you all day because
yeah, we can.
We go different branches, dude. It's so refreshing to like talk to someone who's like in that same kind of style and genre. So what I want to do is because we have about 10 minutes left now. It's been about an hour. What I want to do is. Or maybe it hasn't. I know we started early. Maybe it's 20 minutes. Anyways, either way, I kind of want to transition into getting back to like your channel.
I'm down.
And Twitch and stuff. And so, I mean, I'm gonna. It's a little loaded question. It's pretty big. Take it however you want to take it, man. But why should people watch your channel? Like coming back from. I mean, I feel like at this point people have a really good understanding of you, and I think if they paid attention thus far, they get an idea of why watching your channel. Mm-hmm. But I still like have it like from your point of view. Like, what makes like you you, and why should people come?
Oh, hey, I mean, I'm just a, I'm just a rock star. I'm trying to make a living on Twitch. Okay, so that's all I am. That's all I am. I'm an entertainer. I mean, if people love to have a laugh, no bullshit. I mean, I'm very honest when it comes to streaming. And if you just like wrestling in general, I mean, wrestling is where you want to come. Every Fridays and Saturdays. If you love wrestling, you can come here. We role play all the time, and like, if you're here constantly, you can have your own creative wrestler on the channel. We have shows lined up. We get match cards lined up. We're in the middle of a tournament right now. So, but all in all, if you just want to see great entertainment and just like no bullshit, like, and just be interactive with myself, because I love to read the chat. I love to interact with new people. It's just like, people are always welcome to come and just have a great time. That's just how it is. I mean, I can entertain for a good 3-4 hours. I mean, come on. I started out on YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube for 9 years, and I just basically transferred it to my style on Twitch. So it just works, man. It just goes like that. I mean, everything I did on YouTube, I transferred to Twitch. It's just I'm not editing a video. I'm doing everything live.
I love how, like, as you're talking, your chat's like supporting you. Like, that's so cool to see that, like, people that like are watching you can verify. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You could say so many times where people are like, "Oh, I'm like a super nice person and I really engage," and like people say it, and then people don't verify. Like, people are like, "No, you don't." Like, "Oh, mega well, laugh out loud." Nah. And KG, I didn't forget your question. I wanted to save it closer to the end about who helped you the most with your streaming career. I feel like that's kind of a cool topic.
That's also, he's also a dick, but I love. Okay, Taco, yo.
And as soon as I said it, everyone turned.
But yeah, that's actually a very important question. We could definitely get to at the end. Who helped you most?
And I think that's a great way to say like why your channel, like the games you play, but also like the community you build. I really like that. Like, that's really cool to like hear, because it's nice because you not only are you saying it, but people are actually confirming that and believing it. And I think that's what I like about a lot of the people that I at least connect with, or at least work with, or even just like in general watch.
Dude, when I sorry to cut you off, but when I first met you, dude, I mean, I knew right away, like, you and I are gonna have, a great connection with each other. I mean, we both pretty much almost like the same exact thing. I mean, we like games. I mean, we love video games, and we love to entertain. That's what we connected on. And that's what makes us, who we are. That's just how it is. You may play games that I don't play, because I don't play like the MOBAs and all that. And sometimes you may not play the games I play. But listen, we support each other with what we do, and that's all that matters.
Hell yeah.
That's all that matters.
Speaking of like your community and everything, so what does it mean, like, when someone comes into your channel, whether it's like new or old, or like it doesn't matter? Like, how do you feel when people do come in and like say, "Hey man, like, how's it going?" or "Hi," or whatever? Because I know at the beginning it had to been like, "Oh my god, finally, like somebody's like here."
Yeah, because
some people like trail off, and then they're just like they scream and go, "Hey, hi."
Yeah,
up, man? Like, no, they just expect people to be there. So what does it mean when like someone that has been following you and has been there like either from the beginning, or someone that's new? Like, what is it? Like,
it means the absolute world, because I don't play mainstream games to make. I don't play mainstream games to be known. So when I'm playing games that aren't known on Twitch, specifically when I came back to streaming, I came back to streaming 2 years ago. I came back to streaming and I streamed God of War, mainstream game. So I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of viewage through God of War. So it was just me and KG throughout the whole playthrough. KG was there throughout the whole playthrough, even though him and I know each other in real life. But he's been supportive since day one, so I have to commend my friend of 25 years for that. So I do appreciate that. But when we transferred out of when we beat God of War, we transferred right into the wrestling streams. The wrestling streams we used to do full time. So when we first started the wrestling streams, we had. So, like, the very first week we pushed out, I think KG knows the exact amount of people that we had. We had about 5-6 people that jumped in and just like were just very welcoming. Like my two mods we met through wrestling. A couple people I met through wrestling. It's just, if it wasn't for the wrestling streams, man, I would not be where I am today. And not to mention, I just got hosted. I hate when it overcomes me.
Oh, awesome, dude. Welcome to host. Like, this is I love doing that because I want to see how you
Easy.
Like, I want to see that because this is live raw footage.
Yeah, man.
You and your person. So take it away, man. Do what you gotta do here.
But yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, because we transferred to WWE streams, and it just went from there. I mean, the WWE wrestling streams is what made my channel grow. And also too, outside the wrestling streams, I also play Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter was also a great game that helped my channel grow as well, which I met my buddy Flaming Taco for that as well. And I just get subbed! Yo!
Yes.
Yo, Taco, thank you so much for giving Cannon Fodder a sub, man. Appreciate you. But on another hand, stop interrupting me! But yeah, Monster Hunter and WWE helped my stream tremendously, and I'm very grateful for those two games and the community I gained, and I'm just grateful for, you know, just doing what I'm doing, man. That's basically pretty much all I have to say. And like I mean, I'm pretty sure my chat would love to hear how you got around and how you got noticed.
So I go way back. So if you guys tune in,
Justin TV.
Yeah, it was Own TV original. Like, that's when I started. I started on Own TV. It was like 2010, just a long time ago.
God,
and
that's
so
a long
then
time
from
ago,
there,
man.
I was under a different name, whatever. I was playing League of Legends. It was back before like anything was higher than Diamond, and I was playing with a bunch of pro players in League on the solo queue ladder. I was pretty good at the game, humble brag, but I was doing pretty well. And then I wanted to be like, well, if I'm already playing video games, I kind of wanted to transition it into, you know, streaming, because I always seen streamers at that time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was Justin TV at that point. And so I was like, well, do I make a platform change? I was like, no, like I'm already like stuck on Own TV. But then that company went under, so then I was like, okay, well, now I have a choice. But instead of just jumping straight onto Justin TV, I was like, I don't know. Streaming was awkward for me at first. I was so like engrossed staring at my screen, playing the game. I wasn't paying attention to chat. So I was like, you know what? Maybe streaming is for me. But then Twitch came out, and I was just like hooked. Like, I loved watching the games. I loved gaming, right? I mean, I loved the fact that I could like watch the game I really like playing, learn how to do it better, like personalities that played the game. So I kind of just went from there and just came back to Twitch.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so then I kind of started under a different name for Twitch. It was pretty fun. But then I was like, okay, I want to take it a little more serious. And I didn't like the name I was using. I was under like a mobile name. I don't even remember what it was at this point. I think it was like Trendemir or something.
Okay.
The champion I played on the top lane all the time for League. And I was like, well, I want to have more of an identity in streaming. So I didn't even use my own identity. I used my dog, SamWiseDoggo.
Dude, that is so smart that you use your dog name as your Twitch name. That is so smart.
I was like, I was like, whatever. It was a time where he was relatively like new to the family and stuff. So I was I just love this dog so much.
Listen, dude, if I could, I would name my channel after my German Shepherd that just passed. So I would do the same.
I'm so sorry to hear that, by the way. I know I reached out a little bit beforehand.
Listen, that meant a lot, man. I mean, just seeing your dog and how happy you guys were, that meant a lot. That just meant like, I just love German Shepherds. I love German Shepherds. I've had German Shepherds for years, and just to see how happy Marley is the name of your dog, correct?
Millie, close. Millie, Molly, yeah.
Millie, okay. Just to see how happy she is, it just makes me happy.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad that she brings joy into your life too.
Yeah.
But
I love seeing the stories. I love seeing the stories and the photos.
Yeah, I'm like that like dog parent, right? Where you just have like your
thanks,
camera,
Doctor.
Like, right
appreciate
up to,
it, buddy.
The dog's face the whole entire time. You're like, oh my god, it's so cute, it's so cute. And people are like, dude, yeah, okay, she's cute. That's fine. You keep doing it. It's not okay. I don't want. But so with your chat and your channel now, I want to know. You get a lot of like similar questions. Like, what are people always asking you? And did you ever like feel like you didn't answered it well enough, or maybe there's something that you wanted to say to everybody else that like you haven't gotten the question on, or like, at this point where you're like, okay, I get asked this all the time, this is the answer to it, that's what it is, or you're like, you know what, there's something about my channel that you guys don't know about yet. Like, I don't know, anything that could be. It's a big question. I know it kind of sounds weird, but there are points where I'm like, man, I wish I could tell everybody
Nah,
this, but I
it's
just really haven't been able to.
nah, that's dude, that's not weird at all. I mean, I get questions all the time, like, what Taku said, 24-hour stream. Come on, man, I'm not 21. Like, I can't do that. Like, I can't do 24-hour streams. Like, I can't. And then recently, I made channel points where it allows me to use lightsabers to show off on stream. So I keep like, where's the blue lightsaber? Where's the red lightsaber? And people like donate just to freaking see it. So that's been recently happening. But typical question wise, I haven't really gotten a lot of questions that really say like, oh, what am I not telling everybody? I usually tell everybody a lot of things. I'm very open with my chat. I don't really hide anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to. Right?
I mean,
you have to be open. You have to be like you, because if you like pretend or like fake or falsify who you are,
I trust me. If I was fake, I would not be who I am. Trust me.
right? It always comes through. I get that a lot. I get a lot of people who they kind of are like very first, like they've just started streaming, or they've been doing it a little bit, but not to like much success as they thought they were gonna have.
Fucking hate you,
so they
Dev.
start pretending to be something they're not, and they start doing things to get like a rise or an action or something to get their like to get like the chat to talk, to get people to come see them, and they do two things. They spam. I hate people who spam. Like,
yes.
if you've never done a stream,
dude, we've had
copy paste. I'm like,
yes, we've actually had a very, very similar problem with a chatter for my streams as well. He would always come in, spam, start his shit for no reason whatsoever. He would even go to the lengths, like the last stream he was in, he actually went to the length to make an alternate account just to just to talk shit, because Twitch banned his account because he would never shut his mouth. Like, I timed this dude out 5 times and he just keeps coming back. We keep telling him.
How do you handle that generally? How do you handle like a bad view? Like, they say there's no such thing as a bad viewer, and I kind of believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe there isn't a bad viewer, because I played League of Legends, one of the most toxic games.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
So I believe that you can generally, like, if someone comes into your channel, that's actually a really good thing. Even if they're like rude to you, if they're mean, they call you names, whatever it might be. You can. It's up to you as a streamer to kind of like turn them into something positive, and I get that. Mm-hmm. But there's also people where they're spamming like horrible things, like sexist things, racist things. Like,
and we've had that. We've had that.
I don't need.
Yo, Taco, thank you so much, man.
Sorry,
you have a good day. All right.
Need you for me to hit play and go live on my stream.
Yeah.
So when people come in and feel like they're entitled and they're above everything, and they're like, "I'm giving you my view. I can say whatever and do whatever I want."
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, it just. And I love the fact, and I'll let you kind of answer the question, so I'm not like talking over you.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have a really good quote about that, and it was from my YouTube. I don't remember who it was, so it's out of context. But how do you deal with a bad viewer like that, or like someone that comes in and is like that to your channel?
How I do it? Oh my God, Taco, can I get something out, please? I want to wait until this notification ends. Okay, there we go. Taco, thanks for a sub. Now go away. Bye.
If you're supporting it, get the hell out of here. I love
how we handle a bad crowd. How we handle a bad crowd, we just like, we tell them, dude, we just tell them how it is. Like, it just like, don't be an asshole. Just stay in chat. We're very, very, very talkative in chat, so we don't miss a thing in chat. So whenever it's said on chat, either my mods see it, or I see it, or one of my VIPs see it. And Lith is basically she's practically the mother of the chat. So she helps me out, and she watches the chat, and whatever happens, she takes care of it, and she'll let me know about it, or the mods. And if it does get to the point where it's like really, really, really out of control, we take care of it. I mean, we just time them out. We time them out. If they come back and they change their ways and they say they're sorry, we'll let them go. That's technically how it is. You show us respect, we show you respect. That's just how this community is. We show you respect. You show us respect. We show you respect in return. That
That's really cool, but I like that, dude. I like that. Like it's a mutual respect thing. And I think what's nice too is how you answer that with we. I love
Mhm.
that because it shows like you have a community. It's like your group. It's like your family. Like
Oh,
that's
dude,
really
I
what it
wouldn't be.
is, right?
I wouldn't be
Your group.
shit. I would not be shit without my community, man. I mean, they're diehard fans, so it means the absolute world. I mean, listen, we grew this channel together. I came from literally nothing. I came from a 216 sub YouTube channel for 6 years, and I come over to Twitch. I'm double that. I'm double that amount. So I must be doing something right.
I
So,
love that though. I love how you're just like we and this is kind of like you almost already said it just in a different way.
mhm,
Is it's like when you have a bad viewer or a toxic person,
yes,
if you already have a community built and you already have like the way of doing things, that person is going to get weeded out because your community is just going to either ignore them, they're not going to humor them, they're not going to like talk to them, they're not going to like build them up and allow them a platform or an opportunity to really
exactly,
get under your skin. And the way someone
exactly.
put it was like, imagine that like your community is a very very fancy, everyone's wearing tuxedos,
Mhm.
highbrow event, and you have a guy that walks in clown shoes and throwing beer bottles and yelling is like just saying obscenities. Everyone in that room, which is your community, is going to look at this guy and go, "You're an idiot," and turn the other cheek, and he's going to get no attention. And then what's going to happen is that person's going to feel embarrassed, or that person's going to feel like, "Oh man, I feel out of place.
Yeah.
This is a place for me," and they're going to leave. They're going to show
Yep.
themselves out
Mhm.
because, and that's exactly what it is. It's like, and you can meme. I love when people meme. They give me jokes. They make fun of me at my own expense because it's just a
My
fun little.
my
I
cousin
love that.
my
I
cousin
love that.
my cousin does it all the time. Like there's some memes out there that like to Murph or not to Murph, which is my last name, and and then he has me sitting on the couch going, "Are you not entertained?" Like very 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 yeah, I'm gonna have to show you those.
I love that, right? Like that's like that's just showing. Like, I feel like if you like have your channel and you're who you are, you'll attract the type of people you want to stay in your community, and people who
Oh
come
yeah,
in
you
that try
you
to do
photoshopped
this,
me too.
they they'll show themselves out. And I think that's like one of the questions I've always had is like, well, how do I deal with a bad person? Because I need a viewer. Like I'm at 0 and I finally get someone to come in, but they spam their link, they do all this,
Mhm.
and I'm like, dude, just time.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
Yep.
don't be so worried.
Mhm.
And they're just like memeing or they're rude, and maybe you're kind of like the person's like, oh, I take offense to that, like I don't feel comfortable. You kind of have to lean into it, you know what I mean? Like you're on the internet now,
Yep.
like you're streaming,
Yep.
people are gonna have no filter and say what they want to say, so it's kind of your job in a way to just sort of take
Especially
it with a
Twitch,
grain of
man.
salt,
Twitch has a very
wrap
mixed
it
community.
out.
Twitch has a very 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 mixed community. So it's either you're going to get the good people or you're going to get toxic people. It's a hit or
Exactly.
miss. It's 50-50 chance, 50-50 shot. It all depends on what game you're playing too. So
True.
that's also another one too. That's also another one to take in as well.
So it's nice to hear like that's like how you handle it because it shows that like again from like when we first started talking to like my like, who I kind of thought you were
Hmm.
still holds true throughout like this entire time we've been talking is that like you just have this like genuineness about you and you're still like and it shows like
Love
with your
this guy.
community too and I really like that.
You hear me?
It makes me
I love
feel
this
like
guy.
you know, when I asked you to like come and do the stream with me and to give me your time, it's really nice to know that like I wasn't wrong about having you come on and talk with me, man,
Man,
and
and
getting to know you a
vice
little bit
versa,
more. So
man. Yeah, when I first met you, man, I knew right away you were a good guy. You're a good guy. You're a stand-up dude. I mean, same with you. You don't. Hey, you're not boy. Hey, you tell it as it is. You tell it how it is as well. So
propose
listen, if I listen, Prime, he's already taken. I can't marry him.
true. But with that being said, man, towards the future, I mean, how long have you been streaming? I don't know if I asked. I think
I've
I
been
know. I said you
well,
came from.
well. I've been off and on. I came back to streaming in 2018, but I did start streaming in 2014 when the Xbox One first came out. I started out as, Twitch had a very bad setup, very bad broadcasting setup on the Xbox One. To be honest, if I'm going to be completely honest, my very, very successful streams were back in 2014, because when I played Wolfenstein first day streaming at 145 viewers. My first day streaming, playing Wolfenstein. But due to the fact of how very, very unorganized and very, very, very unorganized the Xbox One was when it came to their broadcasting software, it just didn't work out. And I took a hiatus for 4 years, and in 2018, I built my own computer. I got my setup, and I just went from there. Came back, big with an Elgato, PS4, Xbox One. I'm blessed to have what I have right now. I really am, because of my hard work I've done through the years, and yeah. I mean, I can't say anything more, man. I mean, but I legit started streaming in 2018.
All right, so is this something that you're gonna do? I was for the rest of your life. I was wondering more so in the future, where do you see yourself? Are you gonna just ride the wave, regardless of if you have one person in your channel for the rest of the future? If you grow to obviously more, would you do it full time? I mean, what is your?
If I had the opportunity to do this full time in a heartbeat, I would do this full time. I would do this 100% full time if I had the opportunity. But I love what I'm doing right now because it keeps me active. It keeps me active. It keeps I'm pushing 30. It keeps me energetic, and it just keeps me in shape. I love what I'm doing right now. If I had to stay in retail, dude, I know nothing else besides retail. I do want to go to in the future. I do want to go to school. Whenever that day comes, I do want to go back to school and go in for software engineering. That's definitely a big goal of mine, is to go in for software engineering. I love working on computers. I would love to see how the progress goes. I love to travel. Japan's one of those places I definitely want to see in my life. I just want to see things before it's too late. But if I were to be able to do this full time in a heartbeat, I would love to do this full time.
Isn't that the dream, right?
Yeah, man.
I think everyone in their head goes, when I start streaming, the reason I'm doing it is so that I could do it full time, or I could be this could be my job, my career. I'm lucky enough to be able to just be me for a living. That's weird, right? I just get
it's really weird. Yeah,
I think that's the coolest thing. Or play video games or whatever it is that makes you happy.
Yeah,
it's the whole you're not really working if it's fun or it's something that you enjoy doing.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's kind of what I think the whole dream is, right? About being a Twitch streamer. So,
Yep.
But man, we hit 2 over the hour.
Yeah, 10 minutes over.
I think that is going to be our podcast for the day.
For the day until part 2.
Part 2 for sure, because we have a lot more music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Too far into the wrestling. I mean, I want to get back to Hollywood Hulk Hogan, baby. I want to get back to. I'm not talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby.
Yes.
I mean, the Crushing Beer. I mean, come on.
Yes, dude. We would love to.
That is
dude.
My jam.
We would love to go back. We would love to have a specific pod to just talk about wrestling, dude. Because KG would love that. My stream would love that because we're huge wrestling fans on stream. So we would love to have a stream on that. Sadly, before we end the podcast, somebody redeemed 5,000 points to see Jedi Master. So your stream is going to see it.
Jedi Master.
So
I want to see Jedi.
You want to see it? Okay. All right. Well, to everybody on Ryan's chat, enjoy. Hope that don't break shit. You okay? And shit's falling down. It's okay. I'm gonna dash out my finger, so it's whatever. Oh, come on. There you go.
Round of a fucking applause, dude. That behind the back thing got me. I was like, oh my god, he just went behind the back. I like to pretend I can do that with sticks in the yard or a broomstick when I'm supposed to be sweeping something. You know what I mean? I like to pretend I can do that. That was pretty awesome.
I do have redeem the point. My buddy Devin did it just to troll me, asshole. But I do have a red lightsaber, but it's broken. I broke it on chat. I'll have to send you the clip.
go too hard. Like if I had a lightsaber, it would break right away. It would break instantly. I would go out in public and I would just be like, "Don't mess with me." And if someone like would cross me, I just pull that thing out and they'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
"Try, cut me off on the line again to see what happened." I'm kidding. And actually, I did want to go back before we end it because someone did ask a question that we didn't get to. KG asked me on you. I think he asked about the most influential.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to. Yeah,
right?
yeah. I want to know this. Yeah.
Want to? Oh, here he goes. It was who has been the most helpful to your streaming career?
Yeah.
For Joe.
Who? I mean, who has very this? Okay, this is a no-brainer. KG is obviously the number one name that helped me out with, because when it comes to the wrestling streams, he's the one that organizes all the matches. He's the one that organizes the pay-per-views, the the tournaments, the shows. He's the one that organizes all that stuff. So if it wasn't for him, storylines. If it wasn't for him making up everything that had to do with the wrestling shows, we wouldn't know what to do with the wrestling streams. So I would say he's been really helpful, kind of, when it comes to wrestling stream. When it comes to to the chat. I mean, I bitch about it all the time. So yeah, day one homie. Yeah, he's been around since day one, since I came back. So he's been very helpful.
Hell yeah. See, I think that's like awesome. But someone like is that I think we've had people who've subscribed for almost like 2 years now, and I'm like
I saw that, man. I've been seeing that and like, dang.
I looked at it and I'm like, didn't they start streaming like last fall?
That's
like,
crazy, dude.
Like, oh my God, no,
yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. You have like same thing with you, man. You have that dedicated fan base that'll stick around for you for like 2 years. It's crazy.
So I think like if I had to answer that question, like who's the most like influential streamer?
Tell us.
It's so hard to say like who was the most influential, because it was a bunch of people that influenced me. Like I don't think it was any one thing. Yeah, like to the people that I see like coming into my channel, I got Still Dog in here. I got Mex, who I've modded. I've got Kate, who just is an absolute awesome streamer as well. And I learned a lot from like those people. I learned a lot from the way their like mannerisms are, to like their styles of streaming, to all that. And then even if it's not like a streamer, it's people in my daily lives. Like I got my girlfriend, who I think can hear me, and I love her very much.
Dude, she's awesome. She's awesome that she really supports you, supports what you're doing. That's awesome. Not a lot of people do that, especially when it comes to Twitch streaming.
It's hard, right? Because it's like
very hard.
It's a lot of time. You have to find the time in your life where you're not busy doing your own thing like work and whatnot, to be able to fit into the schedule. And then, I really appreciate that I get to have the time that I do to do this, because it's something I'm very passionate about. But
yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna feel sad, man. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of different streamers that I learned from, and it's whether it be like I said, their mannerisms on stream, to like how they're playing games, to their setups, to like their top, like it's just a bunch of things. And I think I absorbed that, and I wouldn't take like I don't think I can even take credit for anything that I've ever done just myself, because it's always come from somewhere else. And and for that, I'm very thankful that I surrounded myself with positive people like that, and the ability to like be able to learn from them. So
yeah, I've learned to take out a lot of negativity in my life. I mean, this past year was rough for me. Anxiety, depression. I mean, I almost had thoughts of just giving up, because you trust the wrong people, man. You trust the wrong people, and they take full advantage of you, what you have, and like they use it for personal gain, for their benefit. So I know the feeling, man. I do. You just gotta learn to see the positive in life, and just like deal with the people that you can care about, and they actually give a shit about you. Because dude, when my dog passed away, man, you included, I've never had so many people like reach out to me for that matter in a long time. It's been a long time since I had a lot of people like that. Streamers, like it's crazy. It meant the absolute world to me when my dog passed away, and I had people like yourself like reach out. It meant the world. It really meant the world, and it showed me the positivity in my life.
That's the coolest thing about streaming is like how people, like absolute strangers.
Thank you, Liv. Love you
and
too.
Like, I would say strangers, but people I've never met, people I would never meet in my normal life before Twitch, become like some of the closest people to you. Like they become like the people that you look forward to talking to. Like, oh my gosh, like I wonder
I know
if
that easy. I
Mex is
know
gonna
that.
be here for my channel.
Thanks,
If
buddy.
Dog's gonna jump in. Oh, I wonder if I get to catch up with Steffi or
Yeah.
Proxic or Kate. Like, I think about those things where I'm like, man, I had a really long day, but I get to stream and like I look forward to that, and it makes me so happy. And it's oh man, I wonder if like these guys are available, if they're on, or if they're gonna be doing their thing, or maybe they're streaming. So I like go to my Twitch and I'm on lunch and I'm like, maybe I can like catch it like some of their stream or
that's what yeah. I mean Raven Killer. I met him through streaming. I met him through a good friend of mine on streaming, and he's been catching up when he's at work. It's just dude. It's like you. I mean, him and I play Valorant here and off and on. Him and I bonded playing Valorant, and it's the most hilarious thing you'll ever see in your life, because him and I just joke around all the time. So, you and I need to catch up on some Valorant as well. But yeah, man, I mean, the fact that people are there to support you, even when they're at work. I mean, I do the same. I host, when I see you on, I host you. You raid me when you see me on. Like, it's back and forth. It's like the back and forth support between all of us is, genuine. And it just helps us grow in so many different ways. It's unreal.
Like, even if I'm not growing and I don't do it to like necessarily feel like that reciprocity, like it needs to come back towards me. But what I really like is that like if people from my like it feels like my family, really like my closest people. It feels like I don't want them to go to another streamer that I like don't really know that well. I've done it in the past where I felt really bad because it's like I don't want to associate with bad people.
Yes.
So I really like to get to know the people that are streaming that I can send them over and be like, you guys trust me. Like, I know you might still be up doing your homework or you're at work and you don't know, maybe now that I'm ending my stream, you might just like, I don't know, call it a day or go do something else. But if you check this person out and you still want to watch someone, like I know they're a good streamer, I think you guys would get a kick out of like hanging out with them for a little bit. So I don't feel bad doing it. And I mean, I also see here like my shameless plug. Yeah, that's true. I shamelessly plug certain times. Other times I'm not really sure about it because I kind of read the room. But if I'm playing like a live ranked game or something, I try not to plug my stream so much.
Oh, when you're playing competitive, when you're playing competitively,
Because some people are like, well, can you like delay it or can you do this? And it's like I don't want to be selfish and try to make content while other people are trying hard to climb in something.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm right there with you, man.
But anyways,
I agree.
I'm gonna wrap us up if that's okay. I don't want to end it early.
You gotta keep the girl happy, bro. I understand. I understand.
I want to say when we come back because I guarantee you we're gonna do another one.
Yes.
We're gonna probably get together sometime.
Yes, we are.
And do another podcast.
I'm down.
I absolutely loved to do this with you, man. I really appreciate you.
Dude, same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, everyone from here, if you don't know who this again is Racker Joe. And he's an absolutely great guy, a great streamer, a lot of fun. I'm always in and out of his streams. And if you guys haven't checked him out, please do, especially when they're doing the WWE tournament styles. I was betting on – who was I betting on? I don't remember
Iron
who it was.
Fist.
He was the underdog of the tournament.
And he lost.
Iron Fist. I was betting on Iron Fist. He lost. He made it pretty far. I was so close. I love the name.
He was in the semifinals, bro. He made it to the semifinals. But, yeah, he lost. He choked. and you guys...
Thank you again.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. You guys as well. If you guys want to check out SamWiseDoggo, be sure to check him out. He's a great dude. He plays League of Legends. And he's playing Warcraft 3 right now. KG followed. KG followed. I did see that. Appreciate you with that, Dev. And if any of you guys want to follow him, please check him out. He's a great dude. Definitely want to have another one of these podcasts talking about probably specifically just wrestling, which I'm very much looking forward to. Cannot wait.
Brush up wrestling, but I could talk about old wrestling. Jake the Snake, baby.
Yes.
The Iron Sheik. I can talk about everyone from the days, but anyways, I'll catch you later, man. Have a good night, and
you too, man. We're gonna play some.
We're gonna
play some Ghost of Tsushima. So.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, man. You take care. All right. Oh man. What a great stream, guys. What a great podcast. That was great.